Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Art and Tales StreamYard edition. I am your host, Maria, and today we're going to be joined by maybe 1, 2, 3 friends over here on the YouTube side. I am not at the moment. I am not streaming over on Kick because, like I said, we're going to be having some guests over today. So yeah, welcome to Art and Tales. What are we going to be doing tonight? Well, let me just say, let's see who's in the chat, by the way. So, I have been working on a comic book for the past few weeks, and it kind of got into a pause because I really didn't know how to continue with it. But as you can see, I am trying to keep at it. The diet creating a comic even from a very very easy tale as this one here, which is The Gratitude of the Crane, is not exactly as simple. So let's pick up on what we have and let's continue. Anyway, I hope everybody's been having a wonderful night. I hope everybody's having a great week. Let me just pull up here the YouTube side. Let me see here. Oh no, this is the gaming channel. I don't want the gaming channel. By the way, I do have a gaming channel if you did not know. It is called Maria's Gaming Cavalcade. But we are not streaming there at the moment. We are streaming on, here it is. We are streaming on my normal channel, which is Unlocking Lore -TGC. So yeah. Let's do this. Here we go. There I am, live. There we go. I wonder if they count me as, because I have my stream up on the other side to just kind of see if it looks good or anything, but I'm not really sure if it really counts. Let's see here. Quality. Oh, I do have 270. Anyway, well, doesn't matter. Let me pull this down and see if the numbers go down. That means YouTube was, or StreamYard was, counting my view as such. But anyway, let's continue with what we have. I don't have my pencils. Classic. I don't know where my pencils went. Aha. All right, yep, the number went down, so I guess I was looking at there. I'm gonna put on some music in the background on my end. I cannot put music anymore on the background of this stream unless, let me see if I can. Maybe I can. If I can, then we're good to go. Oh, we do. Okay, so let's listen to some soft music there. In the meantime, let me know if you hear it well. Perhaps we can lower it down a little bit here so that you can all hear it. All right. So technically, so the crane has been left on its own. It was freed. It flew off into the distance. Old man watches it, says something, and then we have the next scene, which is the house. I'm just gonna keep it simple of the house. I'm not sure what else. So it's, and the idea is that the house inside is the man and the old lady. And we have our first guest over here. We're going to say hello to Dreaming Tabitha. Hello.
Hello there. Hello there.
Thank you so much for dropping in.
You got it.
You can never have enough, art.
It's true. Oh, it's so weird. My camera's not mirrored. Oh my, hang on.
Oh,
It's like
Let me-
throwing me off. Hang on. Mirror
let
my
me-
camera. Oh, it was mirrored. Okay. There we go. There we go. I gotta have my
Okay.
Cara Dune over there. I'm not used to seeing my face from the other side.
and I got friends on the other side. Do you
T'other
know that?
side.
Do you know that movie? That quote from that movie?
It's not Hercules, is it?
No, it is
What is
not
it?
Hercules.
Did you go
It-
live? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I am live.
No. I'm sorry. What I meant. Did you post this on Twitter? Because I was going to repost
No,
it.
just post it.
Wow.
Been a
bossy.
bit. I've been a bit. Real life has gotten in the way. That's the problem.
That real life will sneak up on you again.
Absolutely. So I was just looking. So I'm coming back to this. Oh my gosh! I keep
Oh wait,
hitting-
you didn't tell me what movie it's from.
Oh, I got friends from the other side. It's from Tiana. It's The Princess and the Frog.
Oh, okay. I've only ever seen that movie once, and
Oh,
that was when it first
really?
came out,
Oh,
which was a
wow.
long time ago. How long ago was
Wow.
that?
That was a long time ago. That
me
came
see.
out when President Obama first came into office.
When? What a mile
So-
marker.
Well, they got inspired because of it, so they decided to do Tiana in that area, which I didn't mind. I really like the movie. It's
Okay.
just another. It's just another. version of the Princess-
2009. Oh,
There you go.
wow. That was a while ago.
It was almost 20 years.
Stop.
That's my face.
It was Disney's 49th animated featured film.
Back in the day when everything was hand drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Good old days.
We miss it. We miss
I
it.
do
What are
miss
you working on over there? A hut? Is that your future house? Your dream house?
For sure. A hut that has a straw roof.
Some people love their huts.
Yeah, some people love Jabba the Hutt too, but I don't complain.
Or Roto. I don't know if you've heard about the scandal with
Nope.
with the new hut that's coming on. Some folks be thirsting
No,
after the new hut.
no, no idea whatsoever.
Yeah, they be.
But-
The weirdos are out there.
Ah, weirdos. Well, anyway, so yeah, I got stuck on my comic. So I'm gonna work on both on my comic and on my Vegeta. I think it is Vegeta. No, Gogeta.
It's Gojira, you moron. No. I can't help myself.
No, it's a mixture of Goku with Vegeta.
Okay.
So it's Gogeta. There it is.
Gogeta.
Yeah.
Gogeta.
Anime is my forte. I've always drawn anime. So
Mhm.
that's a commission and paid for a piece. So I got to work on that.
Nice.
But I wanted to continue on my my comic. It's just that I'm kind of stuck on the diagram here.
What are you
and-
stuck on? What can I help you with? Because I'm
Oh.
clearly an expert at buildings because that's what I do all the time.
For
Clearly.
sure.
But maybe
Well-
I can give you a perspective that you haven't.
Well,
Consider.
actually, the building is not my problem. My problem is the next scene. So the next scene technically is the old man with the old lady, and the old man is explaining, kind of like what happened with the crane and things like that. So
Okay, so but what are you having issues with?
I'm having issues. Is how do I portray that? Do I put them around the table? Do I have the old man go into the house first and then see a scene with the old lady in a tea set? I don't know.
Do you do thumbnails first?
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. So,
I don't know what you mean.
okay. So before, a lot of times, what the professions be doing, it's fantastic.
Sarcastic.
Have you ever seen layouts like this?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have.
So those are your thumbnails. Let me get so the
Yeah,
purpose of the thumbnail is not to fully flesh out something, but
but
to
to
have
get
a
an
general
idea.
idea
Hmm.
of what's going to happen. And
Yeah,
that way you can alter things as
yeah,
needed, see if the flow is there before
yeah.
dedicating time
Yeah.
to the final concept.
Mm.
um, I know our dear friend Eric, he was
Yeah.
giving me some advice on. I'm sorry, I've got like a hair somewhere here.
Oh, I hate
Um,
that. Oh,
yeah, it's just like it's there and then it's not. I
yeah.
just, but anyway, I was telling him like, hey, give me, or I was asking him, hey, can I have some advice for this, that, and the third, and where should I start? I've got the story, I've got the characters,
Yeah.
I've got the sketches for how they should look. I'm familiar with all of them,
Mm.
and
It's a storyboard, basically.
storyboarding. So he told me to
Mm.
start with the cover of the book because the cover of the book is what sets the tone for it. So then I was
Mm.
doing some research online for other people that doing like children's books and the
Mm.
whatnot. And so then they were saying start off with thumbnails of different ideas of what your book
Okay.
cover could look like.
Okay.
And
Okay.
kind of like what Eric says, it sets the tone.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if you have an additional journal, or if you wanted to
Mm.
do on maybe on the back page of your there, whenever you get stuck, maybe draw a couple of thumbnail
Mm.
sketches
I think,
to
yeah.
give you an idea. Since you have multiple ideas, this
Yeah.
way you could
Yeah.
problem solve rather quickly, because they
Yeah.
don't have to be. This is where our session comes into play, where they don't have to be clean, pristine pictures. They're just the
Hmm.
gist of what
Yeah.
you're trying to get out
Yeah.
there. So it's actually a good exercise for you.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, I'm there. You got me.
Yeah. I should do a storyboard because it's just that I know the story by heart. I mean, I tell it as a professional storyteller. I perform this story. And yet, so I see the images in my brain. I can play it out as a movie.
Mhm.
And yet when I put it onto a page, it's completely different. So,
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, verbally, telling
mm,
somebody
mm,
something is very different from then conveying that
mm,
story in a picture.
mhm,
Um,
mhm,
I've talked about it numerous times, like with those little comic strip things that I was
mhm,
doing. A lot of times that
mm,
one picture was
mhm.
actually a 7-minute scenario,
Yeah.
and I have to figure out how to squish it into
Mhm.
one picture so it's understandable. In the movie biz, we call it
Yep.
storyboarding.
Yeah, it's storyboarding
Yeah,
basically. So,
yeah.
anyway, maybe I'll just put it to the side and get myself a like a storyboard this
Yeah.
weekend and then work on it because I do want to finish this. It's a
Oh,
project that
yeah.
I really want to finish.
You've come so
I'm
far.
I know. I've gotten
Is
to about one third of the story. I'm one third
okay.
because I've divided it into three parts. One is the first part is like the premise of the story in which the crane is released. The second part is when she comes in to the place where they're living, like the old couple. And then the third part is when obviously the old man discovers everything and she leaves. So it's like three big major arcs of the story. And
Mm.
then and I want to try to keep it as simple as possible, as if I could keep something simple. It's like
I think you have a better, easier time doing it than I do. I'm working on that. I have decided to take a leap of I don't know if faith
faith,
is the right word, honestly. I've decided to jump into the unknown and expose myself to something horrific.
which is Poppy, apart from Poppy's playtime.
Yes. I messaged my best friend, her young girl, she's
Mm,
preteen.
yeah,
She's very into illustration and artwork. She has
yeah.
she's not like us, Maria. She got a leg up. She started early.
Oh,
She's taken classes.
nice. That's good. That's good.
Disgusting. And so and she's also very no nonsense. Like
Okay,
she's got
I like that.
she's willing to
I like
learn,
that.
but she does have a level of confidence in what she does, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, because she is a child, of the child variety, and then she does have artistic flair. I need to get you a picture in a second when I'm done with my story. I'm going to show you one of the most amazing art pieces I've ever seen
Okay.
drawn by her. But I have decided to throw myself to the wolves, and I messaged my best friend and I said, "Hey, can I show your daughter my thumbnails for my Canadian Bear book?" and get
Okay.
her opinion
Okay. And
on that. I haven't done it yet. I'm scared.
okay.
Because number one, kids don't hold back. But two, when you
That's
have a
true.
kid who has that kind of disposition, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what she's going to say, but I have to just, harden my skin a little bit and be like, it's going to be good feedback, because the irony is that
Mhm.
I don't know if you were there for that stream when I was coloring Hootley, my little owl creature, and I was playing around with the colors.
Mhm.
And I was telling the story about how I was drawing Hootley when I was visiting my brother, and my niece, who was 5
Mhm.
at the time, was looking
Mhm.
at it, and I was like, "What do you think?" And she's like, "I like it. He should be purple." And I'm like,
What?
"Of course he should be purple." Yeah. Yeah. 5-year-old girl, whatever. But I'm playing around with the color scheme of little Hootley, and I change him to like this mauvey, like this grayish purple color, right?
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh,
Like
nice.
it was the color for Hootley. I'm pretty sure my niece was thinking, purple in the sense like what I'm wearing,
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
purple. But I just decided to kind of make it a smoky purple. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like my chat was just they could all see my face. I'm like, why does this work? The kids are on to something.
Yeah.
So
I'm
then
telling
that's
you,
when I
kids are
was like,
smart.
I need to show this to some children as well as to adults, because I mean the demographic for my book is children. So
Okay.
why not
Ask
get the
their
opinion of
opinion. Yeah.
children?
That's just. It's
So
just.
I'm throwing myself to the wolves.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something that I actually started working on this morning, in real life places.
In the
And
real life.
yeah. Just a moment.
After a word from these sponsors. You're right, fantastic. It is the 3-act format. I was going to say that, but I didn't want Maria to take me for a big old know-it-all or something like that. So,
And I know you're going to like this.
Ooh.
I know you like her.
Man, the hair's so good.
So
It's roomy.
it's roomy. Yeah.
Roomy. Wow.
Well, the camera's not
I love
capturing
those.
this.
I love those little card slot covers. They're so.
Oh,
it makes it look
the
so
sleeves?
professional. Yeah, the sleeves, so professional.
I know.
So good.
And Fantastic. I didn't say hello to Fantastic properly. Hello, Fantastic.
Wow.
Awesome that you be
Ignoring
here.
Fantastic.
Hey, no, I wasn't ignoring you. I was listening to you as well.
Listen, yeah, ignoring Fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no, I blame you. Oh
No, I'm gonna go get my art piece that I was going to show
okay.
you.
I was like, oh, some principle of script writing and a 3-act format can be helpful. Well, as a storyteller, Sarcastic, it's very useful for me to use story arcs to tell the tale properly and to remember the key points of it. So I'm just going to put this away for the time being until I get myself I'm gonna use a storyboard. So I might as well start working on this one. This one is a little. I feel more comfortable on this one here.
Ooh.
But I am going to put this back here. So go ahead.
So when I was visiting my friend again, when I was visiting her, and her daughter let me look through her art book, which is always a personal, it's a special thing.
It is.
And she had some amazing dragons and all this kind of stuff. But then I stumble upon this picture of a horse. And I laughed my butt off. But but it wasn't just like laughing because of the silliness. It was laughing because it made me so happy. And I was like, I freaking love this horse.
Okay.
And then I'd turn a couple of pages and there it is again. And I'm like, this is the best horse I've ever seen. And I'm like, Allura, well, okay, so her name's Allura. And I'm like, Allura, if I could have this, I want this horse.
Oh, and she gave it to you.
No, better. She goes over to her drawing desk, sketches out the exact same horse, no reference, just straight from the brain, colors it, cuts it out, and here it is.
That's so good.
Isn't that great? The most derpy horse, but it's so well rendered. Like, look how good that is.
That is.
She could just do this from memory, no reference, like just She could just draw horses,
Oh
no
my gosh.
problem. And this is the best stupid looking horse I've ever seen. And I told her that. I'm like, this is a compliment, Alora. This is like such a silly, stupid looking horse. I love him. I'm like, this would make a great tattoo. I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, like, this is
That is
so
so
good.
good.
I
That
love
is
this
really
horse so much. So I have it over on my what do they call it? Like your progress board or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like I love it so much. I mean, look at that. Look at that face.
That is so good.
And the fact that she can just do this
It's
from
very
memory.
proportionate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people just
Super
look at it like it's a
proportionate.
silly horse. I think you and I, artistic people would look at it
Yeah.
and be like, for a little girl, this is really well rendered.
Yes.
It's unique. And like I said, that she whipped this thing out in probably under a minute
That's sick.
without a reference.
That is sick.
And then I love the fact that she even wrote, huh? It's one of my favorite pieces that a child has ever given to me.
Okay, I'm having issues with my camera right now, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. At least you have Tabitha to look at.
Have you tried turning it off and on and like just turning the button down and below and then seeing if it resets? I don't know.
Let me see. Off
On.
and on. No, it just doesn't want to. It
Is
has
it-
an autofocus, but it's not autofocusing.
Is it too close?
No, I pulled it away.
Okay. Because sometimes that happens too.
Let's see if
I had one time where it did kind of get stuck in a certain type of focus, and then it's like, yeah, you kind of have to turn them off, turn it back on again. Do you have something with wording? That was something that I learned where it's like if it had
Okay.
letters, it had an easier time.
Here we go. Hello.
All right.
They
What am I
can't
working on?
What are you working on today?
I have so many things to work on, but I was like, I should work on Canadian Bear today. I'm working on my thumbnails to fully flesh out my story. Like I kind of started backwards.
Okay.
And so I'm like, no, I want to do this right. So I have like a lot done. Like I have a lot of my
There it is.
sketches completed for the story, but now I'm putting them in the storyboard so that I
Okay.
can see if the flow is proper, which I should have done first.
Uh-huh.
But this is because it's such a simple story, it's not so bad. It's
Okay.
not so overly detailed and complicated that I can't just rearrange it and maybe put like I don't know what the professional term is, but basically the B-roll footage
Okay.
in between the stories just so that it moves it so it's not so fast. Just I know kids, you got to turn the page and there it is. But I'm very inspired by A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh. And
Okay.
I love the simplicity of Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
But it's endearing, it's charming, it's funny if you pay attention.
Yeah.
Like there is some smack talk in these books.
Yeah.
And I love it. They are my favorite children's books. And one of my favorites is when Eeyore, in which Eeyore has a birthday and gets 2 presents.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, if you read that, especially as an adult, it's hilarious. Just like I said, the sass. So like Winnie the Pooh comes traipsing through the woods and over the little creek and over to Eeyore's house. And Eeyore's sad, as he usually is.
Because that's what he is. Yes. Yep.
And Pooh's like, hey, Eeyore just came over to visit and everything. And Eeyore's like, oh, is it because it's my birthday? And Pooh's like, is it your birthday? And Eeyore
Aw.
says, of course it's my birthday. Look at all the presents. Look at the birthday cake, candles, and pink sugar. And Winnie the Pooh looks around and he's like, but I don't see anything, Eeyore. And he's like, joke. Ha ha.
Oh no. That is just so sad.
I know, but just it's look at
Killing
all
me.
And so, yeah, which is supposed to do. So then Eeyore or Pooh feels terrible for him. He's like, so then, Eeyore's like, and he's like, but is it real? Or Pooh's like, is it really your birthday? And he's like, well, why not? We can't all, and some of us don't. It's literally a line in the book. And
Oh.
he just kind of goes on into this sadness. He's like, but some of us weren't meant to be. And
Oh my gosh.
and Winnie the
Yeah.
Pooh's like, stay there. And he runs home so that he can get a pot of honey to give to Eeyore. And meanwhile,
Precious.
he bumps into Piglet, and Piglet finds out that it's also Eeyore's birthday, and he was like, "Oh," he's like, "I was at Christopher Robin's house not too long ago, and they were having a party, and he had been given 2 balloons." And so Piglet thought that Eeyore would like the red balloon, so he gets the red balloon, and he runs to Eeyore's house. And while he's running, he trips and he falls on top of the balloon.
No, and it pops.
Well, so there was a really loud noise, and so Piglet lays there, afraid that the world has exploded.
That is so adorable.
And
That is
so,
adorable.
because he's a very scared, very timid little creature,
Of
he musters up
course.
all of his courage to look around and realizes that the forest is still there.
Oh,
And then that's when he finds this bit of red rag underneath of him, and he's trying to figure out, what is this? And that's when he realizes it's the balloon. He'd crushed Eeyore's birthday balloon. So he's sad and he's crying, but he makes his way to Eeyore's place, and Eeyore sees him. And meanwhile, Winnie the Pooh's on his way to Eeyore's house, and he kind of forgets the fact that it's Eeyore's birthday, and he starts realizing that he's getting very hungry.
No, he starts. Okay, I know where this is going.
So he eats the pot of honey, and he's like, "Oh, well, everybody needs a jar to put something inside of, right?" And so there's that. So Piglet goes to Eeyore, and he's crying, and he was like, "Oh, Piglet, it's so good to see you." And he's like, "Many happy returns of the day, Eeyore." He's like, "Oh, little Piglet, you knew it was my birthday?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, I wanted to bring you a present." He was like, "Oh, a present for me on my birthday? Me
Oh my
having a real
gosh.
birthday?"
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm dying here.
And Piglet's like, "Yeah." And he said, "I was gonna bring you a balloon." And he was like, "A real balloon for me on my birthday?"
I'm
And he was
dying
like, "Yeah,
here.
Eeyore." He's like, "Me having a real birthday?" He's like, "Yes, Eeyore." He said, "But when I was running to deliver the balloon," he said, "I tripped and I fell down." And Eeyore's like, "Oh no, you didn't hurt yourself, did you, little Piglet?" He's like, "No, but when I fell down, I crushed your balloon." And so he brings out the bit of damp rag.
Oh my
He's like,
gosh.
but he's like, "I'm sorry, Eeyore." And he's crying. He's like, "But many happy returns of the day."
Oh!
And so Eeyore takes the balloon, and he's examining the balloon, and he was like, "A balloon for my birthday?" He's like, "What color was this balloon when it was a balloon?" And he said, "It was red." He's like, "Red, my favorite color." He's like "About what size was the balloon when it was a balloon?" He's like, "It was about as big as me." And he's like, "About as big as Piglet, my favorite size." And just about
Oh
that
no.
time, Winnie the Pooh comes traipsing into the place, and he was like, "Many happy returns of the day. I brought you a useful pot to put things in." And it's like, "Why is everybody sad?" Pooh's like, because Pooh is always thinking everything's about him. And so he's like,
Yeah.
"Why is everybody sad? I brought this really great gift." And he's like, I brought Eeyore a balloon, but it's all broken." And Eeyore was thanking Pooh for the pot. And he was like,
An
"Thank you."
empty pot.
Yeah, an empty pot. And so Piglet's telling Pooh about the travesty that had happened, and Pooh's trying to make him feel better. And all of a sudden they look over, and or while they're talking, then Eeyore interrupts them, and he's like, "Look, Piglet." And so they watch Eeyore as he picks up the bit of damp rag, and he puts it inside the pot. And then he reaches inside the pot and picks up the big bit of damp rag, and he puts it on the ground. So happy that he had a balloon that could fit inside a useful pot to keep things. And that was Eeyore's birthday.
Oh my gosh.
But then they did end up having a real birthday party later on.
Okay. Okay.
Christopher Robin made sure that everybody was invited, and they did, in fact, have a cake with candles and pink sugar. And
Oh,
he gave Eeyore a paint box to paint things with.
that is so sweet. That is precious.
Yeah.
That is so precious.
Like, it's so sweet, so simple, and so meaningful. And like I said, I love the sass in there when Eeyore's just like, "Of course it's my birthday. Look at all the presents I have. Look at the cake."
Oh my gosh. Okay. Right. That donkey has one good sense of humor.
I love Eeyore. There are so many other stories where he's just like, "I'd like to weigh in here and and give his opinion about what's happening." And like nobody's listening to him. And then something bad happens, like his tail falls off or somebody starts drowning, and he's just
Aw.
like, "It's fine. Nobody listens to me anyway."
Ah!
So good.
Well, somebody knew how to celebrate well. It says Fantastic says I just went out for a steak on my birthday.
Nice.
Many happy returns.
If anybody ever sees me on Twitter, I'm like the only person in America that probably says many happy returns of the day. And I say that because of Winnie the Pooh. I've been listening
Aw.
to these stories since I was 5 or 6 years old. So for quite a few decades here. And
Oh, just a few decades.
just a few. And so
Let's see.
I know them by heart. So good.
That is so cute. I love that.
I love them. One of my other favorite stories, it's like a short story in an already short story. It's like a side quest, but it has to do with Piglet went to go visit Winnie the Pooh, and while he was walking, he saw Pooh was kind of like going around this neck of the woods, and he meets up with Winnie the Pooh, and he looks so serious, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I'm hunting."
For what?
He's like, "Hunting what?" He's like, "I'm tracking something." He's like, "Tracking what?" He's like, "Woozles."
Woozles?
Woozles.
What are woozles?
You don't know about heffalumps and woozles?
No.
Are you not familiar with Winnie the Pooh at all?
I'm more familiar with He-Man. Let's put it that way.
Okay, that's not the same, but
I know it's I have a general sense of Winnie the Pooh, which I do enjoy, but my lore isn't deep.
Sad. You're missing out, Maria. You would laugh, I think, if you listened to some of these stories.
Oh, for sure.
But you have to listen to the right guy. Hang on. The right guy is none other than, oh shoot, I forget his name. I've been listening to him for so long. I don't even know his name. That's terrible. Poor guy. He is the only guy that I will listen to. Peter Dennis, that's what it was. I will only ever listen to Winnie the Pooh performed by Peter Dennis. No others. Everybody else is wrong. But so heffalumps and woozles are the bad guys in Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
They're basically elephants and weasels.
Okay.
But heffalumps and woozles. And so Pooh's like, I've been going. He's like, I've been going around the spinney is what they called it, like this piece of land, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Piglet. He's like, when I first started out, he said, I looked down and I noticed 2 sets of tracks.
Okay.
And he's like, and I've just been walking and I noticed suddenly there's now 3 sets of tracks. And he's like, oh my goodness. He's like, we need to investigate. Like we need to see what this is all about. And Piglet is a very, very scared little animal. And he's like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this, Pooh. And he's like, we got to do it. So they follow the tracks so they can see where they lead. And suddenly they stop and he's like, oh my, they're multiplying. Piglet. He's like, what do you mean they're multiplying? He's like, it looks like we now have 2, as it were, woozles and 1 a Whizzle because it seems like it's a slightly smaller creature based on the tracks. And he's like, I don't know about this, Pooh. He's like, we got to continue. So they continue on. And he's like, oh no. Not only do we have what looks like 3 sets of Woozles, we've got 2 sets of Whizzles now.
Wow.
And so Piglet's like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. And he runs all the way home. And so he leaves Pooh in the forest. And then he hears this whistling and he looks up in the trees and there's Christopher Robin. And he's like, silly old bear, what are you doing? He's like, I'm hunting Woozles. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, haven't you been, he's like, well, if you just got here. And he's like, I went this way and I saw a tracks in the snow. He's like, but careful, Christopher Robin, they're multiplying. And he's like, but I've just been watching you been going round and round in the spinny little thing of woods. And he's like, and I've just been wondering, what have you been doing? And that's when it dawns on Winnie the Pooh. He's been tracking his own tracks. And every time they go around, there's a new set of tracks.
That is so cute. Poor Piglet.
So when Piglet shows up and leaves his footprints behind, he thinks that they're smaller Woozles.
Oh no.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh, that's so cute. We got somebody else in the chat today. I wanted to just say hello to John the Just. Hey, hello, John the Just. That you were what was it? You were telling your story, so I didn't want to interrupt you there.
I got you.
Because we don't interrupt storytelling. This is one of the when
Who
somebody's
made that rule?
story You are talking to a professional storyteller. We do not interrupt stories. Oh my gosh.
Well, Canadians.
What Canadians? This is something internationally known. Anyway. And we got JM, the Elite Fan. Good evening, ladies. Hello there. Thank you so much for dropping by. And we got a new person here coming into the chat, watching 3 streams at once. Tab, you going to sell those Transformer prints?
I do intend to, Sharkbait Bully.
There you go. It's Sharkbait Bully. Hello there. Thank you so much for dropping by and welcome to the channel. I am Maria, also known as the Geeky Crochet or Unlocking Lore, which is my storytelling.
Maria.
And my song.
I need to look that up. I still have no idea what that's all about.
Well, you have many songs that you call Maria. For example, you have West Side Story Maria.
Yeah.
And then you have Santana Maria. Maria.
But what's this one about that Moss is always doing?
I have no idea.
Oh, great. So now I don't know how to look that up.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hang on, Maria song. Just see what that comes up.
Oh, it says
it's Conroy.
Conroy. Okay.
Oh, then there's also the sound of the music, but that's
Maria.
Not the one.
Yeah, I've had that. I've had that song multiple times sing to me. It's like, okay, no, you're stuck with the problem. Sorry about that. And then a real man of culture would sing Ave Maria.
Ave Maria. And we don't want her to get a big head.
No. Ave Maria, cuando serás mía. That's a Spanish one. Yeah.
Is it terrible that I didn't realize that Ricky Martin was a Spanish singer or Hispanic singer?
Yeah, it is bad because that's how he started off. He's Puerto Rican.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, his name is Ricky Martin.
Ricardo Martin.
Okay, but they don't say that in the tabloids. They always call him Ricky Martin. And I've never heard any of his songs that I know of. And I mean, he wasn't like a household name. So I had no idea that he was Spanish until this year. Until the Super Bowl. I don't know a single song that Ricky Martin has sung.
No, wait a minute. But he did a very special, he did the World Cup one. Many years ago. The France one, I think it was. The French one, yeah. It was around 20 years ago, but anyway, he made a big famous thing on that one.
I wasn't paying attention to where was I 20 years ago? I don't know.
Probably not born.
Yeah.
Probably not born.
Brooks and
Carlo.
Dunn. Is this the one?
Exactly. So it's like, and Lieutenant Jurantina. Good evening, Maria and Tabitha. Evening.
Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
No, that's not it either. Okay. It
Oh,
was a little too bland there. Brooks and Dunn. Ma Maria. I'm like, that's not it.
no, that's
No,
not it. Okay.
That's not it.
So I started reading Project Hail Mary. Finally.
Ah.
Yeah. So it has been on my to be read list, to be read list actually. Many years ago, I have a book buddy and we always interchange titles, and she said, is like, you're really gonna like this book. Read Project Hail Mary. And I knew it was from the same guy from The March, and ooh, I actually did like the movie. But amazingly enough, I'm not a big sci-fi book fan.
Okay.
I love fantasy. I've read so many fantasy books. I love reading per se. I can give you a whole slew of them. Overall, I don't have my I have to put up on my description. This is a problem with StreamYard. It doesn't have any descriptions, anything. I got to put them up. Anyway, I'll do that in just a second. But I have them on my wish list, and I have I have a whole slew of really good books which I recommend. And on my Goodreads, I have my fantasy recommend list, right? But sci-fi, I try to read sci-fi, and it's like not. It really
Just
doesn't
not for
get to. Yeah, it doesn't really. I tried to read, for example, this book called when we talk about books, I just nerd out. Sorry.
No, please help yourself, sis. I got me a snooze book.
So I read. I started reading Children of Time, which is a sci-fi book of Adrian Tchaikovsky. And yeah, yeah, it
great
was like,
legs.
So, and it was like so. It was so out of like very confusing that I just left it. And I'm like, I didn't finish it. And then I have read, for example, Star Wars Path to Destruction. That's the Darth Bane book. That was amazing. But then again, that's Star Wars. I have read read 5 books. So that is like Legends. That's also a good book. But
excuse you.
Yeah.
EU. There is no
Also-
Legends.
Oh, there's no Legends.
It's EU.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Put some respect on it. Aren't you a Lucas fan?
Yeah, I am. I am.
Okay. All right. It's EU. We don't Legends.
And then another sci-fi book. I read Ahsoka, the Ahsoka book. Again, a really good book.
Okay.
Considered sci-fi. But I think the only other sci-fi book that I really enjoyed was Dune.
Okay.
Many years ago.
Do you
many years ago.
So when you so you don't like sci-fi books, but there are some that you like. Are you and you list Dune as one of them. This is a very not diplomatic, very political kind of story.
Yes.
Less about outer space, more about the workings between the beings and the planets and diplomacy. Is that what you're into then?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
So the thing is that but it's also sci-fi because it's interplanetary.
Well, yes, but it seems like you're less about the sci-fi as much as you're about then the politics that happen to be taking place in a science fiction world.
Yes, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, it's still sci-fi. I mean,
well, yeah, no. I'm not discrediting that. I guess I'm trying to pinpoint. It's like what it is. Like it seems like there's very specific niches within the genre of science fiction that you seem to enjoy. Like maybe you're just not enjoying the adventurous sci-fi stories. You like it to be a little bit more serious, maybe.
Yes, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I read. I guess it was a mixture, but I don't really like politics either. It was more, I guess it was more character-driven stories. That's what I do really like, character-driven stories. Anyway, the thing is that sci-fi books are just like, they don't pique my interest too much.
Okay.
But my friend said, no, read Project Hail Mary. And I'm
Yes.
like, okay, well, I'll have it on my to-do list. And then when I saw that, when I really did see like the trailers, I have not yet seen the movie.
Oh, okay.
Which is good because I prefer to read the book first.
No.
Yes, I do. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the movie anyway because I really do feel that Ryan Gosling is going to be doing an amazing job. The whole thing is the aesthetics is really good. So I am going to enjoy the movie anyways. No. I started reading it and it's a really solid read. It's a really good book. It's done in first person, which I don't really like too much because I like to go into other people's, like, other characters' brains and what they're thinking and
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
Whereas
Your perspective.
when you have the first person perspective, it's just that character and that character only. Granted that he is alone on the spaceship, all alone. However, you have the flashbacks and you have the other characters mixing in, and you're like, well, what's happening in their brains? So it's kind of like, okay. But right now, I really can't put it down. It's a really nice read. I highly recommend it. And if this, who is this? If I can actually get StreamYard to add to the description, it's right there on my Amazon wish list.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't. Okay, fine.
I've been listening to it on audiobook. So I didn't know the movie was coming out, and it just seemed like it was an interesting story. So I got on Audible in the beginning of the year, started listening to it, really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that it was coming out on film,
Yeah.
I stopped listening to it because I am the opposite.
Okay.
I was on Deprogram with Carrie Smith last night, and Odin was there, and he had read the book already before seeing the movie, and most of us had seen the movie before we did the book, and he was like, don't read the book before you see the movie. He's like, don't do it.
Oh, well, too late.
So, well, I mean, you could be like me and stop and then just go see the movie.
No, but I like I always say, I'm really easy to please.
Okay.
I've read the Harry Potter books before the movies came out. So, and I thoroughly enjoy the movies anyway. So here, I'm going to put up I'm going to say first hi to the Dunadan, one of my first supporters of the channel, Dunadan. Thank you so much. A proud owner of one of my best pieces of crochet. He has Aragon in his collection. And I'm just going to put up here, this is my Amazon wishlist hobby list, and you can find the book there. If you want to get it yourself on Amazon, I highly recommend to get it because it's really a good read. It's a solid read. Yeah. And up to now, I haven't had anything, and I don't think I'm going to have anything that is against my morals, you would say, because when I find books that are against stuff that I don't agree with too much, then I just stop reading it and say, like, no, I'm not gonna continue.
There's a threshold where it's like, okay, now I can't go further. And like, that was the same thing with like me and Game of Thrones. I decided.
Oh, you read Game of Thrones?
So I read the first book.
Wow.
And I know, I'm so scandalous. So here's the thing. The story for Game of Thrones is so good. The characters are so good.
Yeah.
It's all the unnecessary crap.
Yeah.
Where after I read the book, I'm like, I should have stopped sooner. Yeah. But it was such a good story. But then I was like, in good conscience, I cannot continue this series. There are, well, okay, actually, it's been a couple of years. So if I remember correctly, I think I did go on to read the second book. Okay. Because sometimes I do know, well, kind of like in movies and things like that, sometimes even TV shows, you know, they do this wow factor, right? Yeah. To lure you in, and then they kind of calm down.
Yes.
Right? They did not do that. And so after the second book, I was like, this really bites monkeys because I'm really enjoying the story. But like I said, in good conscience, I cannot finish the rest of this series because it for
It goes
me,
against, yeah.
it's too perverted.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't do this, you know. I was also at a time where it's like, you know, being a young adult, it's like, do I just trying to find your way, right?
Yeah.
Do I just continue reading this because, well, it seems like it's normal for grown-ups to read these things. I'm a full-fledged adult. I can do it. And to each their own preferences, but I have my own scruples. I have my own standards, my convictions. And I was like, I have a conviction for a reason. And this is that crossroad where it's like, is it really my conviction or am I just a hypocrite?
Yeah.
And so
it's really hard to stop. It's really hard to stop.
I will tell you, Maria, the story is so good.
Probably.
The characters are so compelling, but there is so much crap in there.
Oh yeah.
That is unnecessary. And so, like, I did watch the first 2 episodes of the show, but I watched them through a filter.
Okay.
And the first 2 episodes were great as well. But I was like, I had to buy individual episodes on Amazon. And then I had to buy the subscription to VidAngel, funnel it through that in order to watch it. And I'm like, this is not worth my time.
Okay.
And then the other thing was too, where Game of Thrones does come with that stigma. And I was like, I don't want to be known for having watched or read Game of Thrones, knowing that stuff is in there. Again, to each their own, but for my personal convictions, my own personal standards, I was like, no, I don't. I'm not okay with that. So I was like, I gotta stop. I gotta put me first. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Sci-fi is not I'm more of a fantasy gal as well, but I have expanded my horizons. Because I also used to not be like a biography person or like a self-help book. I hate saying self-help. That sounds so narcissistic.
I don't read those things. Sorry.
But like
I tried.
When I say self-help, I mean like I listened because I do a lot of listening. I don't have as much time to read. I did go outside and read today, but I don't have a lot of time to sit down and read. Okay. But I love listening to books because it beats listening or to movies and stuff like that all the time while I draw. It's just therapeutic that way. Sure. But I started listening to what else with self-improvement? Is that a better word? Like I've listened to spiritual books, that help you on your Christian walk. Or I also listen to, I guess they're called autobiographies.
Yeah, they are.
Then I have listened, like Dan Vass recommended to me, Think and Grow Rich. I never used to listen to stories or books like that. It's not fiction, right? I guess it goes under self-help. I don't know. But books like this, where it's like it gives you some steps of how to improve your workflow or change the way you think about things for success, that kind of stuff. So I have expanded into that, but I used to be just like a historical fiction fantasy girl. And then I did start getting into sci-fi because of Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I still can't say sci-fi is my biggest thing, but if it's a good adventure, I will do it. And so
would you, for example, oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
You did. Did.
I'm sorry.
No. So I just got done with Brandon Sanderson's Skyward.
Oh, I love that book. I so loved that book, specifically that one.
That one blew me away. I loved it. I can't wait to get to the next one. So that was really, really good.
We gotta talk afterwards.
Okay. And then Project Hail Mary, so far, really enjoying it. I highly recommend The Courtship of Princess Leia.
Okay.
I do. Courtship of Princess Leia. And then I, Jedi. Highly recommend I, Jedi.
Okay.
I mean, those are still in the Star Wars realm, so maybe because there's that familiarity you might enjoy, but I'm very limited on sci-fi. I know that they do have Stargate books. They're very hard to find. They don't print them anymore as far as I know, so I would like to get some Stargate books.
Okay,
Um,
that sounds good.
I would love to read that, but I don't know. I don't know too many. Do I have? Let me look at my library here.
I have my
Oh, John
Goodreads.
Carter of Mars series.
Okay,
10 out of 10 would recommend John Carter of
nice.
Mars series. That's science fiction too.
So I was gonna say which. So you mentioned no, Fantastic said about the Harry Potter books. Just to be fair, he just audiobooked it. Uh,
Yeah.
fine, no, and he's really apparently he's really excited for the show adaptation for sure, and especially Snape.
I'm pretty sure he's being
Of course he is.
fantastically sarcastic.
Of course he is. I do recommend Jedi Academy trilogy.
Mm,
Okay, so
okay.
for Brandon Sanderson, I gobbled up Skyward. Like gobbled it up in a day and a half. I I and I was reading it. I could not put that book down literally.
Mhm.
When I got to the second one, I don't want to dash your hopes, but I will.
Yeah, sure.
I am so sorry. Let's put it this way. The message is embedded everywhere in in the
Okay.
second book.
I mean, I kind of.
I still pulled through it because I really wanted to know what happened. I pulled through
Yeah.
the third book. The third book is much better if you want to go through it.
So it's
But
kind of like the Aragon series where the
but
second book sucks, but once you get past that, it's
it's
golden.
no, it's not golden. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
But
Darn.
there's not so much of a message. And I didn't get to the fourth book because I was just so disappointed after the second book that I read it. I read through the third book. It wasn't as enjoyable. And the fourth book was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can go through it. But
Oh no. How many books are in this series that are
it's
disappointing?
four. No, I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know how many disappointing ones. Definitely the second one was just like, okay, my hopes are dashed because I was so pumped with the first book, and I would read it again, and I would highly recommend it. It's such a great book.
Oh, it was so good.
It was amazing. It was so amazing.
One book that I bought but I have not fully listened to. I've only gotten maybe like an hour into. You familiar with Jazza on YouTube, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Do you know that
Yeah.
he wrote a book?
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay, so he wrote and released his first book, and it's called
Oh.
The Ascendants.
Okay.
And it's a sci-fi book, and the story sounds really good. I love a good adventure book. But the beginning is a little long. Like
Okay.
it's I don't know it well enough to give you the rundown. You know, it's a little bit of, you know, the typical stuff where it's like it's outer space. You've got your different branches of people. You got the workers, and then you got the higher ups who get the special privileges. And there's this sibling situation where one of the siblings has the potential to rise in the ranks, but chooses not to because the other sibling doesn't seem to really have what it takes. And so the sibling would rather stay in the lower classes to stay with the sibling rather than rise up. But while they're working on this planet, if I'm not mistaken, I think something gets released from the planet's core. And it's like this invasion of these alien creatures and all this kind of stuff. And there's a whole story that goes along with that. The beginning of it, though, it's like the narration of some, I don't know, godlike creature or person.
Okay.
Which is it's good, it's intriguing, but it's very long.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's kind of like a Tolkien level length there. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, like I get it. You know, can we just move on? So after I got a little, you know, so Jazza's goal was to, because every bit of advice, because he chronicles, you know, everything that he does, right, for YouTube. And then he did a cosplay of the creatures in his book. So fantastic, the series that he did for his channel. The biggest cosplay probably that's ever been done. It was so big that they actually had to ask him to leave the building because he was a fire hazard.
Wow. Okay.
He did not quite adhere to the rule book. But anyway, he also does the reading for the book. It's him and a professional
Mhm.
voice actress
Mhm.
that read the book, which is really cool. And because he used to do theater, I don't know if you know that.
Oh no.
He and
Then he
his
got
wife are theater kids. So before he was a graphic designer and a character designer, he was
That's awesome.
a theater performer. So
That's
he's got
pretty
a lot of the
cool.
ability. That's how he met his wife. But anyway, let's see. Oh, when he was doing research for writing a book, every person will tell you
Yeah.
that the first book is always terrible because it's your first time. How could you
Yeah.
possibly know how to do everything? And he was like, my goal is to study enough, to practice enough, to work hard enough that I am not the norm.
Okay.
And that's, of course, everybody's goal, but he's got an ambition like no other. And so I'm really eager to get back to listening to that book. It was just that I got sidetracked with other books.
Ha.
So I really want to give it a better shot, start over from the beginning. Because
Okay.
a lot of times if I'm not listening to the audiobooks when I'm drawing, I listen to them when I go to sleep. They
Okay.
kind of help keep my mind calm and focused on one thing so that my brain's not thinking about
Oh
a
yeah.
million things.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
terrible, terrible. But yeah, The Ascendants, The
The
Ascendants. Trying to
Ascendant.
think of any other sci-fi book that I've really read besides Star Wars and John Carter though. Cuz like I said,
Hmm.
I'm mainly a fantasy historical
Mhm.
fiction
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm. Mhm.
gal.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So, well, like here we got a few comments. It says, uh, why KJ audiobooks have decent AI readings of the
Hmm.
sort of Star Wars like EU. Okay. Not Legends, EU. They're on YouTube. Not AI, I guess. Text to speech probably. And there's also let's see here. There's also a lot of audiobooks on other platforms that's green. Well, I use Spotify
Oh,
for my
okay.
audiobooks.
Nice.
And a friend of mine said you can use my Audible if you'd like. I I like my audiobooks when I'm drawing. I also like when I'm driving. I love to listen to
Yeah.
audiobooks when I'm driving. That's for sure.
Yes.
I just really enjoy. I was reading Anne of Green Gables
Oh.
recently. It was so cute just to go back to it. It's so poetical, and the vocabulary is just super rich.
I might need to revisit Anne of Green Gables because, as everybody knows, the
Mhm.
book is always better, right?
Yes.
Whenever I say that, I always follow up with, except for Anne of Green Gables.
No.
I I
Don't compare the
love
book. Don't compare the book to the movie that came out in the 80s.
okay, I love the movie that came out
Yeah.
in the 80s. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
And so I was I you can ask anybody in my family. I had a full-on Anne of Green Gables phase in my early youth.
No, really?
Oh yeah, I'm talking lace, button up, long full skirts, the black shoes, hair in a bun all the time. Yeah, learning how to crochet and everything. I was full on my Anne of Green Gables era. I'm glad there's no pictures. So
Oh, Josh!
no, we
Josh!
didn't have phones at that time.
Don't need
So
phones for that.
we didn't take we never nobody ever took pictures of me. They still don't take pictures of me.
Oh,
It's
you'd
like
be so surprised.
it's like I don't exist. No, I swear. I used to get on my parents all the time for that. I would joke around. I was kind of serious, but I would joke around about how Joshua was the favorite because there's like hardly any pictures of me when I was little. And my mom's like, you have to understand. And I
What
do. Look, it is the phenomena that when your parents have their first kid,
It's true.
it's all brand new and it's all exciting and you go all out for that first kid.
And then the
4
second
years
kid comes.
later, you have me. And even though I'm the only girl, you would think there would be something. But no, because somehow they miraculously had money for developing pictures when they had the first kid. They did not have the money for developing pictures when they had the second. Literally, our first completed family photo professionally done was not until I was about 18 or 20.
What? Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. The last time before that was when Joshua was like 2. So, yeah, I was a little bitter inside. I'm an adult, I understand, but at the same time, I'm
I
like,
don't.
it does kind of hurt and suck that there are more pictures of Joshua growing up than there are of me, because that kind of follows into today. It's funny because whenever I'm with my best friends and other people,
Yeah.
literally, maybe it's just because we have such a good time, we forget to take pictures. But I'm like, why is it you guys are always taking pictures when you're with your other friends? But whenever it's me, nobody wants to take a picture with me. And there's like hardly, if anything, I'm the person behind the camera. So it's like, well, I was there, like family photos, family, like home movies. I'm the one that says, let's treasure these moments. And then I have to specifically insert myself. Otherwise, nobody will know that I ever existed in our family's future. Like, I don't
Ouch.
exist. I don't exist.
Ouch. Okay.
So,
That's
not to take that personally, but I kind of took that personally. By the way, I've read 1984 and I did not realize that's considered a sci-fi, but I guess
oh,
because
really?
it's dystopian, I guess that gets
Perhaps.
classified as sci-fi.
Could be.
I've watched Ender's Game. I'd like to read it.
I am literally listening to the soundtrack at the moment because
Okay.
it is amazing. That's one of the soundtracks. You remember I tweeted this 1 or 2 days ago. It's like, is it to find the music that inspires you to create is
Yeah.
priceless.
Yes.
I was literally listening to Ender's Game
Okay.
when that came out because I just felt like it was like calling to me. It's like I need to create something. And I'm listening to Ender's Game, one specific place called The Battle. You can find it on Spotify or any other platform that you use. And I'm reading Project Hail Mary with that as a background. And it just pushes so much more. It just gives it depth to the read. Yeah. And I just want to say hello, Larry. What's up? Larry, are you looking at this? Are you seeing this? I'm going to push this a little bit to the back. I don't want to.
Are you looking at her Gojira?
Yeah, there it is. Well, you can't really see it well. I'm sorry, but it's not
weak.
It is. It is weak. So anyway, his foot is cut off because the obviously the picture is bigger than I didn't measure it correctly. But anyway, yes. And Fantastic says pictures? Yes, pictures. And it says, yes, it looks great. Yep. Really pouring a lot of work into this. So I'm almost finished the drawing itself. I told you my anime was my forte. So just going to push this up a little bit. I'm having camera issues. The camera is still not focusing, but bear with us. Like I said, you get to see Tabitha. That's a really nice view right there. Anyway,
I'm trying to look at the list. I'm like, surely I've read more sci-fi books, but I mean, it wouldn't be surprising that I don't, because like I said, I'm more of a.
You know what? I've read so many different books. Like my Spotify wrap up from last year had 198 genres of music. Imagine the type. Like I've read so many different. I've read Chinese novels. I've read
shit.
Yeah. No. Hauka. Yeah, they were very hauka. They were really, really nice. Some really interesting reads, and have a lot of fun with it. So I've read Chinese novels. I've read sci-fi, big fantasy. I love my clean romance. Aleja goes with me because last year, so Aleja and I were reading both a book called a series called The Green Rider, and the first. And it's a series of 8 books, or right now they're 8 and they're going on 9. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not reading it anymore. So it started off super well until the 4th book. The 4th book just got completely bonkers. And the author really states it. The author's always saying, yeah, I really like to make my character suffer. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so masochist.
Have
It's
they
such a
met
mess. It's like
Moss?
toxic.
And be like if Monomi wrote a book and Moss was the main character, like everything starts out really great and then bam, tied to a stake in somebody's basement being force fed the mayonnaise.
Oh, yuck. I feel for Moss. I
Poor
feel
Moss.
for Moss.
I mean, as
Anyway,
much as she talks about his thighs, you'd think that she was, maybe she should do that. Maybe she should start writing fan fiction and make Moss the hero and then make him suffer.
so I read that. So I started reading them. I did get to book number 6, and then Elijah actually went to book number. No, we got to book number 7, Winter Light, and then I'm like, I'm done. I'm just like so tired of seeing this, never ending suffering between the two main characters. They're never together. They yearn for each other, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done.
They yearn.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, and I go to Elijah and I'm like, Elijah, have you so the 8th book came out and I'm like, Elijah, have you read the 8th book already? And she's like, no, this year I haven't been actually reading because I've been, reading just silly rom-coms. And I'm like, I know, me too. And that was last year, 2025. And she said, like, this year she's gonna read it. But I was like, I'm just like so done. And it's very sad because I really loved the characters. I really did. But it was just a point where you're saying, you know what? This is not right. It's like, just let them be.
Just let them love.
Yeah. Why are you putting them together, putting other people together with them? It's like, dude, bro, girl, stop. Or just let them go, for goodness sake.
If you
Move
love
on.
him, let it go. No, see, I can't handle that.
Move on. So, and they were like 900 pages too long. One of them
900 page. I hope you're exaggerating.
No, I was not exaggerating. So the last book that I read was around 1,000 pages or 1,200 pages, something like that.
Dude, that's like the Pillars of Heaven or War and Peace. What are we doing?
So it was 900 pages, and the best parts were like 200 pages at the end of the whole book. I'm like, really? You made me read 900 pages more than need be? Like the best part was at the end of the tale. You made me go through all that suffering just for this. Is like, oh, come on, bro. I'm done.
No.
But Elijah literally is like, never give up, never surrender. She said she was going to read the last book, which the author promised it was going to be the last one. However, we find out later on that there is one more in the book.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. So, and obviously, yeah, it's like, oh, Fantastic says once people get to 3 kids, they just call to make sure you're not dead.
You're not dead. That's right.
And then Larry says, Moss belongs down there.
Poor Moss.
Ouch.
Good old Captain Moss. Captain Moss. He was Moss Buckler, Captain Moss Buckler last night for our pirate stream.
Oh, how'd it go?
I love it.
I don't have the game, but
oh, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Way better than the Crimson Desert. Thank God. Thank God. I was about to lose my ever loving mind playing that other game. This one, I'm just like I was like, literally, I just start the game and I'm already happy because you get to customize your character.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, it's always a great day when you get to customize your character. So
I'll check out the stream later on.
It was good. It was fun. We killed a lot of piggies.
Okay.
And dodos.
Okay, cool.
Yep,
oh, that's why they got extinct. Got it.
Exactly. We were the reason.
Fun fact: the longest book ever made at this point has been 100,000 pages as of 2023. I wonder what that book was. I would never read a book like
George R. Martin's book. Probably.
So here's the thing: there's a good sci-fi, there's a good fantasy book, which I do have it on my wish list for anybody who wants to check it out. I don't have the first book there. I do have the second and third book, but it's James Islington's The Shadow of What Was Lost. That is a really good. It looks thick. The books are really thick, but the paper is thick and the printing is big.
Oh, shit.
And it's a super easy read. I read it in a week, and it's about 800 pages long. I enjoyed all 3 books. They were really good. So that's a good solid read right there. But then again, fantasy. But I am enjoying my ebook of what is this? Project Hail Mary. I'm eager to pick it up again. So
Same.
and like I said, I really don't mind. I am gonna enjoy the book. I'm going to enjoy the movie anyway.
Probably not.
Yes, I will.
Probably not.
Who are you to say?
I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming Tabitha. Okay.
Oh, Dunedin says, "What are you both drawing?" Okay, we'll get back to art. Well, literature.
Yeah,
and-
Maria. Get back to
Hey!
art.
Hey, I progressed. I have finished my drawing itself. What have you finished?
My thoughts.
That doesn't count, Tabitha.
I'm drawing. What do you want from me?
Okay, let me see if I can get a nice clear picture. I cannot get a nice clear picture, but anyway. Okay, so I am drawing a this is a commission of Gogeta that has been paid for. This is going to be in Copic markers and pencil crayons. Doing a super Kamehameha, blue Kamehameha. So that's what I'm drawing at the moment. What are you laughing at?
It sounds Pentecostal. Sounds like you're speaking in tongues.
Well, Kamehameha is hostile.
Okay, you're not helping. You're not. Look, I've been around some weird people. I'm just telling you. That sounds like you're trying to reach for the heavens and missing the stars. Like,
but wait, no, Kamehameha is it? Like, it's a Kamehameha. What is the problem? It's
have you ever heard about people speaking in tongues?
Yes, of course I have.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's what I'm saying. It just
speaking in
Yamaha Kawasaki.
I'm not speaking in Spanish. That is Japanese.
Well, so what is Kamehameha in Spanish?
It's Kamehameha.
There's no
translation.
There's no like spice to it.
No, it's just a Kamehameha.
Okay, wow. You can't even try like
no
Barcelona Kamehameha.
I don't even maybe in English it's Kamehameha, but in Spanish it's definitely Kamehameha.
With no accent?
No accent. It's the ha at the end because he's like literally pouring out all this power. It's like boom, right? But that was the signature of Master Roshi when Goku was young, and Master Roshi picked him up and raised him. He developed the Kamehameha, and he taught it to Goku. Well, actually, Goku literally learned it like right then and there. So
he's kind of
yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
So no sarcastic. I wasn't speaking in Spanish. I was speaking in Japanese.
Or was she?
Yes, I was.
Boom, boom, boom,
Hey.
boom, boom.
I was.
She were.
There you go. So Fantastic says many churches confuse speaking in tongues as a gift you only get if you're spiritual enough. I don't go to those churches anymore.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
And then Larry says Japanese to English translation means turtle destruction wave. Oh, Kamehameha is turtle destruction wave. Okay, that makes sense because Master Roshi's symbol was a turtle. You see, I know my Dragon Ball lore. I watched Dragon Ball Z. I watched Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball Z, and I watched Dragon Ball GT all the way through. And now I'm super excited because one of my favorite animes is actually having a revamp. It's called Magic Knights Rayearth, and it's so pretty. It's so pathetically good. Now I'm Anne Shirley. It's so pathetic. Beautiful. And what is Tabitha drawing? Show us, Tabitha.
I am working on the second page, if you will, of my Canadian Bear storyboard. So I'm just kind of in this little corner over here, getting the gist of my story fleshed out. So that way I can finalize the sketches and then get on to inking. I had to take a break today. Man, I've been doing so many commissions and I'm thankful for it. But I have to, there are some times where I have to go a couple of days without drawing because my arm wears out. Like today was rough. I have a commission piece that has 3 people in it, and which is fine. Normally for one chibi at this point, for one chibi from start to finish takes about roughly 6 to 7 hours. I have almost finished inking these characters and it's been 6 hours.
Wow.
So I haven't even finished the inking. I haven't got the coloring down. I haven't got the lighting and all the extra stuff down. So it's going to be a big project. But and then I was working on another commission, just getting the sketches taken care of, and things like that. So it's been really cool, really fun. I mean, I guess I could show what that commission piece is because the client did post it online. So I guess they're not scared and they're not keeping it private. But someone hired me to do a picture of them with the ladies from the Force of Light Entertainment.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And so doing them as he wanted to be Batman, and then doing Natalie Michelle as Poison Ivy and Wonder Woman.
Oh, sick.
So
nice.
I'm having a lot of fun with this one. Like I said, you can see I'm not quite done with the line work yet, but this has already taken me 6 hours. Well, nice. The 6 hours, for those that don't understand, like that was the initial sketch, the cleanup sketch, the finalized sketch, and then now the inking process. And that's, it's a lot. So it's super fun.
Now I'm going to start with the hard part of my part, which is I'm going to start actually working with Copic markers at the moment. This is a scary part.
Yeah, no going back.
There is no going back.
Oh, back. Oh, she back. She was stuck in the mud. Stuck in the mud. So and then I was reached out to today by somebody, someone that I used to know. No, I'm just kidding. It's somebody I know right now, but I don't know what's going to come from it. But somebody, I don't know what all I can say, but somebody came to me with a proposition for a big project.
Oh,
and so I was like, well, of course, naturally right away, I'm nervous because I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know if you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just automatically doubt your, like, I know I'm talented enough. I know I can put the work in, but when somebody comes to you and says, hey, could you work on this do you think you could make time for this big project? It's like, I don't know. Can I? I need you to hold my hand the whole time.
Probably.
So
yeah.
I'm waiting to get some details from this project. And it's like, they're like, can you do this alongside of what you're already working on? And I'm like, it depends. Is there a deadline? Like I said, how detailed is this? What's it going to take? How long is it going to be? And so, just waiting to hear back some information from that so I can make I want to be able, I hope I'm going to be able to say yes, because it's like, why not? Seize the day, carpe the diem. You only YOLO once. But it would be a really cool opportunity from what little I know of it at the moment. But it's exciting to see what this year will entail. Because that would kind of just be the start really of my dreams really coming true. So
wow. That is awesome. I'm just gonna highlight the whole thing. That whole thing. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm really happy for you. I really do hope that you get it. And that I do believe that you will do it. As in, like, you'll make it to the end. You will prove other.
You will do it.
You will do it. Do it.
Viva the questions.
So that is very cool.
Thank you.
Tabitha does great work, even when challenged out of her comfort zone. Oh, do I have to like? He's actually giving you a compliment.
He is. He did. Well, have you ever paid attention to his avatar?
Yes, yes, I know it. It's a signature one. It's there.
No.
You would say yes. I see that, and I'm like, aha! I know who did this.
Oh! I thought you meant like it was his signature one. I'm like, well, no, because it's a revamping of his original piece.
Yeah.
So that one, you know what? I don't even know how many hours. Hang on. Let's go back in the archives, shall we? How many hours? That one took forever. And I don't say that as a complaint. I say that it's just a fact. That one was so much fun to work on, but it was complicated. It was difficult for me because of the fact that I'm working on it. It was so beneficial to be able to work on that project. I'm not a background person, right? I'm a portrait artist. But if I want to do stories and things like that, plus I would love to just know how to do backgrounds. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see. This is just this. Let me see the sketch. If I'm not mistaken. No. Okay. So the sketch itself. Yeah. Now, you remember I said that from start to finish, most of my work is about 6 to 7 hours. Yeah. The sketch alone took over 7 hours.
Look what you've done. Sarcastic.
Well, it's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. Now,
if she says so.
I just can't. Where did the finished picture go? Oh, there it is. Oops, hang on. Let me go. The finished picture. Let's see. What does it say? It was a big project. Okay, over 21 hours.
Wow.
Over 21 hours to do that piece. And it was really great. You did. He did. I was very grateful. It was really great because it allowed me to explore. Like, I'm gonna guess I can say this. Fantastic said he knew that I really focused on the character, but he really wanted a lot of detail in the background. And that, like I said, was out of my comfort zone because I do people, and I don't do bobs and jibbies and whatnots and dingle hoppers. And, so then doing it with cyberpunk, again, like we were saying with books, my world is fantasy and history and stuff like that. So this was like dystopian cyberpunk, end of the world kind of thing. And I'm like, what's in the background? I know a lot of it's like, pipes and wires, but I can't fill everything with wires. And I don't know anything about technology and what button does what and what connector is this and all that kind of stuff. So I had to look online and do a lot of research. People don't know about that. Like, it's not just the drawing. It's the research that goes involved with that, where it's like, what would a cyberpunk, a hacker, a troll, what would they have in their background? So the unfortunate thing is, because of the fact that we do live in the era of AI, I was actually surprised, even though, hackers and cyberpunk stuff has been around for decades. I was hoping I would find a lot more like Firefly inspired backgrounds and things like that.
Yeah.
Most every image that I found as a reference was all AI generated stuff.
Wow.
I was trying to be as specific as possible, but it was really difficult to find something that looked more practical, because a lot of the AI stuff can give you some ideas, but again, it's a lot of wires and things that connect to nothing and all that kind of stuff. And show the picture if you want. Oh,
yes, sick.
So,
yep.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure Fantastic's an intelligent person. I'm sure he figured out that some of that stuff was just thrown in there to fill in gaps. Like, I don't know if this wire would be here. But I wanted it to look like it was functional things. And it also was difficult to get away from that mindset because he explicitly said, I would like a lot of detail work in the background. It's like, okay, because a lot of times, you want the main focus to be the character, so you
Yeah.
just kind of throw some stuff in the background so that it gives you the general idea.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the atmosphere of what this person's living in. But it's like, yeah. And so it's like, I don't know. So I'm looking. So since I couldn't find a lot of references for cyberpunk dens and troll, like, I tried to be like troll dens. Obviously, that
Mhm.
didn't work because it was too fantasy like. And so
Mhm.
it's like cyberpunk troll den, all these different keywords, and everything came back to these like Tron looking stuff,
Yeah.
and it was clean. So then I had to start mixing and matching. And then I just started looking up equipment like VCRs and cassette decks and stuff that would be in the old fashioned radio rooms and stuff like that. So drawing and coloring and highlighting and all the special effects, like almost a complete day's work. But
Mhm.
that's not even counting for all the research that went into it, where I was like, I don't know what to draw, man, besides wires. And I refuse to just draw a bunch of wires. And so but yeah, this is all that matters, is like, as long as the client's
Yeah.
happy. And I did check with him. And that's the thing too, like, I don't draw robots and stuff like that. And so this was supposed to be a cyborg troll character, which I was so happy with how the troll came out. But then having to add the elements of computer technology, I'm like, does this make sense? Does this look right? Again, I'm like, I don't know. Should it have ventilators? If it does, where would they go? I don't know. Like a
Like a
90s
90s
man.
cave, like a 90s man cave.
I don't know. My
Could
dad
be.
never had a man cave, so
My dad
I
didn't
don't
either.
really know what a 90s man cave would look like. My dad That sounds terrible. I was gonna say my dad wasn't home enough, but I mean, he was military. It just wasn't home home enough for
Like
me
what?
to.
It's like, I try not to be difficult, but I'm me.
Well, no, Fantastic was exceptional
Yeah.
in explaining what he wanted. His idea was not the problem. The problem was my ignorance. The
Mm.
problem was my lack of reference.
Mm.
So that's why it was such a great exercise,
Hmm.
to go out of the comfort zone, to learn new things,
Hmm.
experiment, and have some fun with it. He did tell me, he's like, have some fun with it. And I'm like, I am. It's I don't know, Maria. Have you ever
Hmm.
like going through a challenge
Mhm.
artistically is fun
Mhm.
sometimes, right? Like there is the fun in the hardship of
Yes.
creation.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not crazy, because people,
No.
when they hear me talk about that and they're like,
Well,
I'm so
you make us go through it practically almost every month at the end of the month in your art
I
parties.
know I need
So
I
it's
need to
like
send out, I need to send out my invitation.
so it's like, girl, are we doing this again? Why am I
Right,
putting
but it's
myself
fun to see
through
what
this? Yeah.
happens. But that's the thing, people misunderstand. I don't know if your clients have ever watched your streams and maybe they hear you complain. It's not
Yes.
a complaint. It's
No.
a
Frustration, but at the same
well,
time, it's like,
it's factual, right?
yeah.
When I say, man, this is hard, it's more of just that's factual. It's not a complaint.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'll have clients that reach out to me and they say, I am so sorry that this is so difficult for you. And I want to be like, why? This is great. um, there's some things, I think, also because you and I both have matured quite a bit in our artistic journey,
Mhm.
where
Mhm. Mhm.
we're wise enough to know that the challenge, like I said, is beneficial.
Yeah.
It's fun
Yeah.
because it's growth.
Yeah.
I think it would be different when we were younger. We had
For
less
sure.
patience,
For sure.
all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't, none of my clients, like when they've asked for something this detailed, I can't say that they've ever been difficult.
Hmm.
I love it when somebody has a clear vision of what they want and then is open to interpretation, maybe
For
some
sure.
different ideas. But no, man, if you give me a clear direction of what it is that you want, and then I have to figure out how to make it work, that is actually so much easier than giving me too much liberty.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Because, well, I don't know about you, but when I've had one person that it never went through, but it says, I want you to do this and I give you full creativity. I'm like, but what do you want?
Right.
It's like,
This isn't my
this is
project.
this is your project, not mine. I'm just gonna try to make it as close as possible for what you want.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, and as much as I appreciate the freedom, because artistically you do have to have some sort of a freedom in there,
Right.
at some point it's like, but it's your picture, not mine.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, if it were my picture, I would be drawing something completely different with another. It's like, because I have a different taste than you do. What do
Mhm.
you want? So it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
No, it's always great. I love having that the ability of artistic liberty, but I need general guidelines to follow.
yeah. So yeah, but that's some of my best video edits are great ideas that are actually simple to do technically. It's true. I
Mhm.
mean, in the simplicity, it's the best. It's like,
It's the best.
he's the best. Anyway, I'm done my my drawing. I am very satisfied with this. I'm very happy.
Is it the question is, Maria,
What?
is it complete?
No, it's not complete. Of course it's not complete.
Of
I
course
have
it's not.
Of course it's not. It's never going to be complete. It's
Never
like never
complete.
enough.
Never.
Never enough.
People don't understand.
Don't understand it. Do not understand it. Anyway, but let's see. Larry says here, I always learn something watching YouTube. I thought giving leeway was easier. Now I know not to do that going forward. And like, you have to give us a little bit of leeway.
Mhm.
That's for sure. But you have to understand that as an artist, it's like, you are my client. I want to please you because you're the one putting the money.
Well,
And
it's not just that. It's like
and-
it's your idea that you want me
Yeah.
to bring. I can't fish around in your brain
yeah.
to know what it is you want.
Also the fact it's like, it's your project, not mine. So
I'm here to serve you.
basically paid, but yes. You know,
Yeah.
but anyway, the thing is that we do have to have a little bit of leeway of creativity. You can't say
Mhm.
this is perfect, because it is true, there are some clients that are very picky.
Yes.
There are clients that are very picky. It's like, no, can you change the color? You know what? The font is not as big as it should be. I think we should, it's like, no, like listen. At
Mhm.
this point, it's like, I am the professional.
Mhm.
This is the thing that I
Trust me,
produce.
bruh.
Yeah, trust. Bruh, come on.
Bruh, trust me. I know what I'm talking about.
No, so it's like, I've given you this, and this is what I believe makes it look better.
Mhm.
Now, if you have a very, 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 very specific idea, then I suggest that you do it.
Mhm.
And for those picky clients, right? So, because and Mo probably has more more experience in that than any of us. I felt that Tabitha took correction well and told me when I was done equally well. Yeah, for sure.
I never once told you you were
For
dumb.
sure. I believe you. I believe
Lies
fantastic.
and deception. Fantastic.
I guess I just wanted to let the two of you have it, because what you ladies have sent me are much better than I envisioned. Oh, did you get my sketchbook, my sketch cards? Not yet, probably.
Larry, I hope you don't feel like we're calling it. No.
We're not calling out.
No. Because we both understand. We understand that our I don't want to say non-artistic people, because I believe you're on your own artistic journey.
He's on an artistic journey.
But
Can't wait
people
to see
who
what-
either are non-artistic or are young in their artistic pursuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, you think you're doing somebody a service by saying, do whatever you like because I trust you. And that is a beautiful thing
Yeah, it
to
is.
give to an artist. But as the artist, especially when you're in business for yourself and you have other clients, what most clients don't understand is that the artist having to fill in the blanks for the client.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I might be a little bit frank here, wastes the artist's time, because
Mhm.
now the artist is spending so much time trying to figure out what your vision is,
Mhm,
not
mhm.
yours, but like in general,
In
what the
general, yeah.
client's vision is, having no idea what the client really wants, that it takes away from work. So now it's like I have to do this, and there's emails that are constantly going back and forth. Do you want this? Do you want this? Oh, you never mentioned that. I had a client one time change their mind when they gave me payment and said, by the way, I want this. Now I was like, we didn't discuss that. And like,
Yeah.
oh, well, didn't have quite the clear vision when we first talked. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
And so that's what I say this loosely, but in the business sense, that's what wastes the artist's time. It's like,
Mhm.
I want to make this for you. Just
Yes.
tell me what you want. And the artistic liberty comes in that artist's style,
I
right?
was just gonna say that. Yeah. The
Yeah.
artist style is what gives it the touch of the liberty.
Because if you come to me, like Maria said, she's more fancy, free in the anime world.
Yeah.
I am in the chibi world. If you go to Maria and want chibis, sure, she could do them,
Mhm,
but
mhm,
it's not something she does regularly. It's not
mhm,
her style. It's not her wheelhouse. So she has to work harder to
mm.
try to do that. So it's like, no, you hired Maria because you like her work, meaning
The style that I
anime,
do. Yeah.
whatever. Like, yeah, and I've had some people ask me if they could do something else, and it's like, no, I had to draw a line in the sand and like, no, I am a chibi artist. This is what I
Mhm,
do.
mhm, mhm.
Maybe contact me in a couple years. I'm sure my style will change, but it's like if you're gonna work with me and hire me, you have to anticipate that I'm going to make
Mhm.
this.
Yeah. And I have told people, it's like, "Hey, have you done this? Have you done this before?" And I'm like, "You know what? I've never tried it. I know that
Yeah.
this artist has. Why don't you contact them? Because
Mhm.
I know they're gonna do a great job
Know
of
your
it."
strengths.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that because
No.
it's like, I can do it for you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna probably now, I don't know about you, Tabitha, but when I'm in an area that I don't know, in a paid commission,
Mhm.
I feel my confidence just goes down, and I'm constantly asking questions to the
Mhm.
client saying, "Do you like this? Do you like this? Do you want it this? What mediums do you want?" Because I want them to be happy with my work at the end of the day, that's going to be a great referral to anybody else. Like, no, I've
Mhm.
gotten this. This is fantastic from her. Da 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 da. So and that will bring other clients.
Mhm.
So when I had that point, it's like, hey, have you ever done this? I just said, you know what? I know a person who
I know a
has
guy.
done it, and that person does it super well. I
Mhm.
suggest that you contact them if you do want this done.
Well, and that's the curse, I guess, of when
Mm,
you're first starting out, is because
mm.
you don't wanna lose a job,
Mhm. Yeah.
and so you make yourself do something that you're not really good at,
Yeah.
um, and
And
there's
then
never a wasted moment because it's always a learning curve, but at the same time, just being honest with the client where it's like either, "No, I don't do that," or, "No, I don't know how to do that."
yeah. So, but anyway, wow, time is running past us. It's actually galloping. It is 9:15. We have started at 7:30. We have gone 2 hours and 15 minutes
And?
straight. What do you mean, and?
What's the problem? I
The
mean,
problem is my
we're
bedtime.
getting work done.
Well, I got work done. I don't know about you.
I I got work done.
Oh, I love to hear that. I love to hear that. That's why this stream is called Art and Tales. Let's get some work done.
The only reason that Maria has these streams is so that she invites me on so I can
So you can
actually do
actually
our
get so she can actually get work done.
I think I was laughing about that on my last stream where it was like, "Oh, we got some work done. Don't tell Maria," or whatever, and I thought, like, this is so funny how it's like I'm getting all these commissions, but people don't really get to see a lot of my work unless they see my posts because it doesn't happen on stream.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen. You thoroughly entertain, and you thoroughly entertain people, and you yourself are entertained with the conversation, so
Yeah.
that you never get any work done. And like, is this an art stream or not?
No.
It's like, I think
It's
I
a
need
hybrid.
I think I need to invite her on my stream so that she can actually get some work done.
Which is actually, I have to apologize to Maria periodically when she invites me on the show, because I'm like, I tend to go right back into podcaster mode. I'm like, I could just sit here and get work done, but no, I feel like I have to fill in the gap. It's like almost like if I'm drawing too much, I'm doing something wrong, and it's like that's literally why
Yeah.
I'm here. But,
It says, "You ladies are teaching me as far as I'm concerned, not calling me out. I need
Okay.
to know these things. Thank you."
And I appreciate that. When you also have you don't want just an artist that's willing to learn it and listen. It's always, we're Larry, from the bottom of our hearts. It's always grateful when you have a client who understands that they don't know everything.
Mhm.
So it's a building of relationship between client and the artist, where it's like, okay, you trust me with your vision.
Mhm.
Can I trust you with my instructions with you as well, to make this vision come to life,
Mhm,
And
mhm,
so
mhm.
we're always appreciative when you're willing to work with us on whatever it is.
Mhm. Oh, and Larry Knight says, "Both you ladies can show anything I commission with you, unless I specifically ask you not to."
Oh, of
Okay.
course. Of
Thank
course.
you.
Okay. Well,
All
I
right.
mean, if that's the case, then look at this devil right here.
Oh, sick.
Mhm.
No, you're not. You're not interested. You're not an
Did you say you're not interesting?
No, I was gonna say interested for some reason, but
Oh,
not
okay.
interested. But no, no. You know what the swishy thingy is?
Swish, swish.
Yeah, the swishy thingy is always, it's an art concept, and you know what that is, and then the swish thing,
Bob
also.
Ross.
So no, you are not an art ignorant. You know what the swishy thingy is. When I say swishy thingy, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
When I say swishy, you say thing. Swishy.
Thingy.
Right.
You see? Aw, thank you, Larry. I'm always willing to work with you both, and I'm always open to instruction and correction. By the way, Larry, how's your comic drawing going? I remember that you purchased a book of comic drawing a few months ago, and I do have your fantasy background book in my shelf that I need to get back to. Once I finish this and working on both my I can use it on my comics as well. So I'm gonna get back into that and to gouache. That I do have my gouache that I really want to do stuff. There's not enough time. Goodness me. So I'm really looking forward to whatever you're producing, and yeah, and just show us off. You have the artist lane over on Tabitha's Patreon. A nice plug in there for you.
I was gonna say, yeah, Larry, share your stuff over there in the Artist Alley.
Yep. And then I
Judgment-free zone.
don't have anything like that. You can just put it on Twitter and tag me.
I mean, Maria can post her stuff in the Artist Alley. I need to
I
post
did.
there myself. I'm a little bit behind.
I did. I
You
did post
have.
something.
You've done.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. That's for sure. That's for sure.
It's been a while for all. It's been a long year.
Yeah. I'm always trying to relate everything to video related aspects because it's what I know. Well, fair enough. I mean, everybody does the same.
Well, but a lot of art mediums, maybe
Mhm.
there's slightly different terminology, but
Mhm.
they all lend to one another.
Mhm.
Video design concepts, even makeup artistry, there's a lot of the fundamentals are all the same.
Mhm. 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 Okay. Ooh, and look at this. It's coming along well. I took a break to get a jump start on the book I'm writing. But yeah,
Nice.
I'll show a few things. Nice. Very nice. So anyway, well, Tabitha, I'm sorry to say this. It's a good
Thought you did art
Canadian.
around here.
As a good Canadian, you know what? I'm apologizing. But we gotta start, winding down. It's 9:20 at night, Eastern Standard Time. I still have to get up really early in the morning. I don't know about you, but
I stay up late. I was apparently up until almost 1 last night with
yesterday?
Moss and Risket
No.
playing that pirate game. Not my finest hour, but dang, was it fun.
Aw. See, oh, it was a pretty long, you started off in at what, 8:30? And didn't Moss say that he wasn't going to like be
Yeah,
um
and then he suddenly had free time, and I was like,
yeah,
"Do I jump on this?" So Tabitha was one of the boys last night.
that was hilarious. That's hilarious.
It was because Moss is an honorary lady, so it was
Yeah.
nice to be able to.
What about Risk It?
No, Riskett doesn't. No. Riskett is just a gentleman through and through. But
Oh,
Moss, see, the thing is, we've
honorary
streamed with
lady.
Moss so
So
many
many times.
times,
All girls, yeah.
and it's always him and the girl. So it's like, Moss, you're an honorary lady, just like my brother, and that's a compliment. Like if a woman can be one of the boys, then
Yeah.
a man can be one of the gals.
Girls. Oh yeah, for sure. It says, remember when Tabitha was like, we need to talk about color? And I was like, I know stuff about this.
You do.
And it says here, it's like, Maria can become a pirate soon on Steam. Ooh la la, my goodness gracious.
She would have to go to bed. It's early. She'd make a terrible pirate.
It's
Larry.
true. I would have to go to bed early.
I may
Hey,
or may not have made a playlist about pirate music featuring Captain Moss.
I need to hear this playlist.
I'll release it to the masses. I'm not proud of it, but I am. So
Anyway, you want to tell the peeps where you're going to be at? Are you going to be playing some Poppy playtime anytime soon, or perhaps you're going to be doing some art in the next near future? Tell us about it.
I live by the seat of my pants these days, it seems like, except for Mondays and Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Dreaming Tabitha Live, where we do artwork and we talk mainly.
Artwork, you do it. You do.
Mainly, and sometimes we see Maria's face for $2. Sometimes we hit the sweet stuff. Sometimes we pay homage to steak. You just never know. Working on a new video for the Golden Prize.
I have the sweet spot now stuck in my head this morning.
It's a great little ditty.
Yeah.
$1 sweet spot. If you don't know what we're talking about, you're just going to have to stop on by. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be gaming tomorrow or not. And then I am going to the beach on Saturday with a friend.
You.
Okay, so the irony is that I live in Florida. I live in Central Florida. I've got a beach like an hour and a half in either direction. I've only been like once.
What?
I know. I don't want to go by myself. I don't want to go by with myself. And everybody else is busy doing stuff or being with their families or working or whatever.
Here's a fun fact. I will be going to the States again this year to Boston, but this time I'll be going in August. And I plan to I am not visiting. I'm sorry. The only place that I'm visiting in Boston is the brewery, but the rest... I am visiting the beach every single day that I possibly can.
Nice.
So
come to Florida, hang out. We'll go to the beach. I'll show you the gators.
Gators? Why? Why do I want to see gators?
I love gators.
Really?
I do.
This is something new. I didn't know this.
You haven't heard about Terrence?
No. Oh yes, I have heard about Terrence.
Okay.
But
I was texting the real Joe Rosie today about how I don't know what it is, but there's just something magical. It makes me truly happy sitting on a park bench next to a body of water, knowing that there's a predatory animal that could just pop out at any time. It makes me so happy. So happy.
Okay. That
so
I have no comment. All right. So, and it's like, I still
live on the edge, Maria, but
I can
safely.
see that. I can see that. It's like I have still not yet seen the ocean or a gator. And it says Gatorade, but he meant
Gatorade. We just go down to the local.
I love Gatorade. And Maria, Terrence cheated on Tabitha with a giant bird. What?
Yeah, it's true. I think so. I think it's them dang sand cranes. They're driving Terrence away, and I don't appreciate it.
That's terrible. That's terrible. And me, tomorrow I'm going to have a very busy day, so I won't be streaming. But on Saturday, however, I love that. The however reminds me of pull the lever. Wrong lever. I love that. Eartha was amazing. May she rest in peace and be in God's glory.
Her story is amazing.
Ah, and her voice is so iconic.
Iconic. I
So
can't do it right.
and so yeah, on Saturday I'm gonna try to stream. I can't make any promises because again, real life kind of gets in the way, but I will try to stream. And if not, next Tuesday, I'm gonna try to stream some Hollow Knight.
Nice.
I'm trying my best, but that is a really hard game. It is really hard, actually.
Jan.
It is hard.
Bench bully.
I am not a bench bully. The
Larry knows it's true, don't you, Larry? You've witnessed it.
Larry,
Bench bullying.
Larry, what? See that game is hard. I have it right here. You've seen it right here on Art and Tales.
Larry's just too nice to call you out.
No,
Never mind. I take that back.
Larry. This is fence sitting. You first you agree with me, and then you pull up with a punch. This is terrible.
That's Larry.
Is there nobody out there?
Jesus.
It fine. It's easier with walkthrough. Yes. You know what? I support walkthroughs. I take my hat off. Somebody has already done, all the work. Why do I have to reinvent the wheel? I just go to my walkthrough. They do not tell me how to do it. They just tell me where to go. I support walkthroughs. Yeah. Yeah. Especially in those games. No, Tabitha, you would have to need a walkthrough in that specific game. That thing is so massive, and you have to go back to retrace your steps in several areas once you get like all the charms and the abilities. Once you have certain abilities, you can go to different areas of a place that you've already been through. So yes, you need a walkthrough.
Sure, Jan. I haven't played it. I don't know. I'm busy being terrified of stuffed animals.
I don't know why you go through yourself with that, but okay.
I YOLO, Maria.
It's YOLO. It's YOLO. That's true. And it says, I need that not impressed emoji. Please not emoji. Oh, I would love to have an emoji like that. It's like, I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
I can't put on videos because StreamYard has taken away that privilege that I had.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. For anyone who has the free one, you cannot put on any extra videos. I had the 30 seconds. I had my Unlocking Lore Live. I had so many. Man. I had several videos there. I cannot do it because I do not have the paid StreamYard, but that's okay. Anyway, that's all I have for today, folks. Thank you so much, Tabitha, for sticking around and joining me. And anyway, Tabitha's stream is gonna be right here posted in the chat if it actually helps me. There it is. Go check her out. Thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by. Leave a like on your way out if you are new to the channel. Amaze. Yeah. What? Oh, yes, that way. I prefer this way in the real life, but if you are reading, yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Amaze.
Yes. So leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know that I am live with Art and Tales or Hollow Knight. And apart from that, I will check you out later. I'm just going to close this stream because I cannot put any videos on top of it unless you want the 30-second one, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, check you guys out later. Peace out.